1992, we, the people of Whitewood, Massachusetts, condemn thee as a witch. Burn, witch, burn, burn, burn. Hast thou consorted with a witch, Elizabeth Selwyn?
Oh, come on now, Doris. Do I look like a maniac who goes around killing girls?
And let me be the instrument of thy curse. Hear me, O Lucifer. Hear me! It's him. He's alive.
I keep your secrets and you keep mine, okay? This is a record of years of work in the world of spirits.
The caretakers will leave at midnight, locking us in here until they come back in the morning.
OBS was being an asshole. So hey guys, what's up? It's Awakened Big Sesh. Yeah, I literally noticed before you commented that the mic was out. I literally saw my audio level. I'm like, why the fuck is it not moving? Like, that's fucking... I don't know why my microphone does this. It's so fucking weird. Thanks, Torby. So, like I said, it's going to be a wake and bake sesh and a story time. And I've got a good one for you guys. I've been thinking about doing like story times, as I see a lot of other fucking stoner YouTubers actually doing that. But I don't see any topics on what I'm doing, you know, like literally the fucking story time is when I got expelled in high school for being an edgy Satanist. I'm gonna tell that in a little while though. First, we're gonna smoke. I'm gonna get fucking absolutely blazed, and then I'll tell the story. But for now, just want to say what's up, see how you guys are doing. I hope you guys are having a really good day. That bitch is on 1%. Goddamn. Got to charge it before I streamed. Well. Also, let me move this empty monster can I used as a water bottle. Move that toothpick too. That's just to kind of scrape the dab off of the tool. Sorry, my nose is itching. Hate that shit. Just double checking, making sure that's absolutely secure. Did you remember your drink? I don't have a drink. There's nothing to drink in this house right now. Except for nasty ass tap water. Do with that as you will. So this is going to be fun without a drink. Well, not really, but you get the point. Now, where did I put my lighter? And also, where the fuck did I put my beanie? I don't want to get my hair in my fucking dab. Like, come on, man. Alright, well, I guess I have to fucking keep it behind my ears. At least for now, until I get done taking a dab, and then I can just put it pull it right back out. Alright. Alright, that should be plenty hot. Grab me a nice sized dab. That's a little bit too much because I don't want to smoke it all at once. Alright, here we go. Cheers, everyone. It needs a little bit more heat. Alright, awesome. Ticket for no reason. So I actually did join the Blazing the Asian like subreddit. And I don't know why. 'Cause I haven't been on there. That's fucking weird. Okay. Unless he, like, deleted that server and is making a new one? I don't know, but either fucking way, I literally just got the fucking notification. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, you're not here to braid it. That's the thing. I've been wanting my hair and beard braided. Like, for a good while now. Is there any left? Yeah, just a little bit. I'll go ahead and get what's left on that, and then I'll clean it off, go in for a fresh dab, then we'll get into the story time. Alright. Get this last little bit, and then we're cleaning it off. Alright. Like I said, happens anytime I smoke. Now I'm cleaning it off. About time I go in for a fresh dab. I might actually need to refill it with butane. Yeah. Hey, yes, it is your fault. You're the one who decided to move. It is your fault. I'm still in this, like, I'm still in the same fucking place you've known for a long time. Yeah, I mean, I know I married a fucking witch. And a whore, too. You know, I would make a joke about that, but I'm not going to. Like, I just thought of a hilarious fucking joke, but I'm like, I'll save that one for a later date. You know what? Screw it. The only thing that was fucking missing about her is she didn't dance naked in the woods. Making sure this thing is completely cleaned off. Because I am also going to film the next dab. And put it on Snap. There we go. Alright, nice and fucking clean. Hell fucking yeah. Well, like I said, it's been a long day. No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about she who must not be named. That's what I'm saying. The only thing missing is she didn't dance naked in the woods. She was a witch. She was a whore. She was a gold digger. The only thing that was fucking missing is she didn't dance naked in the woods. Like, I swear to God, like, there's something, like, there is... I just thought of a hilarious joke about that. Yep, I'm going to say it. 100% that bitch's pussy was cursed. Exactly. So either way, I'm good. But, enough of my fucking yapping. Let's take this last dab and finally get into the story time. Well, it's not going to be the last dab, but... Hold on. Just got a text in the chat. Alright, so my ticket's opened. I don't know why I was banned from the Blazing the Asian subreddit, which, that's weird. Alright. Yeah, I figured it cooled down too quick. Alright. Yeah, let's throw that side on. Alright, gonna film that for Snap. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a tad bit of reclaim, just a hair, enough to kind of make the one side of the tool kind of sticky. That way the dab doesn't fall off. See, just a hair of reclaim. Not very much at all. Ooh, that's hot. Alright, now I've got all that dab just right there on that little bit of reclaim. God damn it. My AC cooled it off too quickly, god damn it. Alright. Perfect. Cheers, everyone. Come join the stream. Damn it, I held a little bit of that in my fucking lungs there for a second. But hey, either way, I'm good. Especially after that dab. Hold on one sec. I'm only sending that out to a bunch of people on Snap before we get started. That way, I have some people in. Almost done. Almost done. All right. Oh, come on, Snap. Yeah, fuck off. It's still sending out, apparently. Are you done? Are you done, Snapchat? Okay. So, let's get into the story time. Well, this goes back to, I think if I'm correct, 10th grade. But the original story starts, Torby knows about this. As a matter of fact, Torby was slightly involved in this. She didn't get me expelled. I will say that. But she was around when this happened. So, when I was in 10th grade, I'm not going to say the high school I went to or anything, but I will use a nickname for the certain vice principal that I still hate to this day. Anyways, the story starts originally in 9th grade. I'm coming out from, this fucking Baptist church, and Torby's introducing me more into a more open-minded set of spirituality, and then I discovered spiritual Satanism at the time. And it was on this one weird website I'm not going to say the name of, but let's just say there was a lot of stuff that I was led to believe years ago that I do not believe now. But pretty much this website tried to combine spirituality with a certain political mindset. Let's just put it that way. And it was featured in a certain Matthew Santoro video. I'm not going to say the name because I don't want to give them any sort of traction whatsoever, because they have absolutely horrible information. It is so bad to the point to where I have noticed that they literally just use the title of spiritual Satanism for their own personal gain and their own philosophy, if you will. But anyways, so I start following this website. I start learning, all the information. There is some stuff that is, basic beginner shit that is legit that they're showing, but I got into the more obscure stuff. I didn't really get into the political side of it, thankfully, but like a lot of the weird, for reference, please make them aware I'm not a bad person. Yeah, Torby's not a bad person. She had no hand in fucking like getting me expelled or anything like that. Her and I were really, really close in high school. We dated for like what, like 3 years? And then, like, just remained as close as that for, even though, like, we broke it off in high school, we've always remained, like, literally that close. Anyways. For reference. My brain just does not want to work. So, yeah, you stayed more Norse pagan after I think it was like your senior year, he started diving more into Norse paganism. But anyways, let's just say this certain website. 4 years? Okay. But anyways, messing me up, Torby. So I go through 9th grade, I start learning more, and then I get tired of being in high school. So I'm put into this separate program where you can actually just grab all of your credits early and graduate. Like, just go ahead and fly through it, get your diploma, you're done. And majority of the time, like, a lot of the, either the smart kids who just can fly through everything are there, but also the ones that, well, let's just say are court ordered to be there. Anyways, junior year, okay. Point is, I was put in this separate, like, it was a separate part on the school property, but it was not in the high school. So they moved me to this certain class where I could just blaze through everything. I basically flew through my fucking, my 10th grade year. And then, like, my junior year, I was already, like, halfway done before, like, a lot of stuff started really happening. But anyways, the point is, around 10th grade, I started wearing more gothic styled stuff and more of metal clothing. I already had a previous problem with this in 9th grade with an Iron Maiden shirt, with my Ozzy Osbourne shirt. Trying to think. There's so many. I could name a bunch, but I'm just trying to think of some basic ones that you guys would probably, it would kind of, spark a debate. Megadeth. I was not a huge fan of Metallica, so I didn't have a Metallica shirt. There was Death, though. I did have a Death shirt back then. I think it was Leprosy or Spiritual Healing. And I wore that one to piss people off, yeah. Anyways. Yeah, that was another thing, because they wanted to separate me and Torby, because PDA is fucking stupid. Like, the only time her and I would show any form of PDA, according to them, even hugging was PDA. Public display of affection. Like, go fucking kill yourself. No one gives a shit. If it makes anyone uncomfortable, please jump off the nearest cliff. I don't care. Anyways, back to the fucking story. There's this certain vice principal we'll call Mrs. Gold Digger. And there's a reason why. Actually, no, you know what? Since she has a doctorate now, we'll call her Dr. Gold Digger. How about that? Because well, I heard this. Never confirmed it, but she married some dude who's like 30 years older than her and had money. Like, either own land with cattle on it or a trucking company. I can't remember, but either fucking way. Like, this dude had money. Anyway, so Dr. Gold Digger would always fucking come up to me, either during, like, when I was in the hallway, before class even started, during breakfast, middle of the fucking day, or after fucking class in the fucking bus stop. Talk about PDA. I didn't even wear a bra half the time. Exactly! It's not like I was grabbing your fucking titties all the fucking time. Like, going, boobies. Like, the fuck? it's not like I was, like, literally like, reaching down your fucking panties in the middle of the fucking bus lane. Like, anyways, the point back to the fucking story. She would always come up to me and say shit, and everyone hated this bitch. She was a whole Karen, and not to mention, she was the school truancy officer, so it was even worse. Like, it was horrible to have this bitch as the fucking vice principal. Like, hold on, let me just move my mic over here. That way it gets a better, quality sound. Anyways. Holy shit, that looks horrible in the camera. Let me just move this slightly. Hold on, give me 1 second. That's gonna bother me. Anyways. So. Dr. Golddigger is basically really hated already in this entire fucking school by, like, over... like, I would say at least 70% of the fucking school hated this bitch. Like, even a lot of the fucking teachers hated her. Like, that's the thing. Like, she was not even liked by some of the teachers. Not even the principal. Not even the fucking principal liked this bitch. Well, the first one, he could really care less. The second one, though, he was moved over from the junior high, and then, yeah, he became the principal over there. He was the vice principal of the junior high and became the principal of the high school the second year. Same. I still hate that bitch. If I come across her, literally, I will literally I will throw my entire career away to be able to land a slap of God on this bitch. Nicolas Cage style. I'm not gonna actually do it, but like, Jesus Christ, I hate that bitch. Anyways. So, she always comes up, she's always bothering me, me and Torby about even holding fucking hands. PDA. Nobody gives a shit. Literally, like, even before class started, I couldn't wear... if, say this shirt right here, I could not wear this. Because, satanic, zombies are of the devil. It was literally in the dress code, my school dress code. Anything that promotes quote-unquote Satanism or demonism, the fuck is that? Anyways, that was against school dress code. So, the fact that I was wearing an Ozzy Osbourne t-shirt that said the ultimate sin, apparently that was promoting Satanism? Apparently wearing a death shirt is promoting, quote, whatever the fuck demonism is? And apparently I was part of the goth gang? Like, the fuck is a goth gang? Is it a bunch of motherfuckers in a corner just chilling, maybe smoking a cigarette, not giving a fuck about everyone else? On me! All of us at that whole fucking table. That spread throughout the whole school when you roasted that bitch and actually pointed out that this bitch had the biggest camel toe I have ever seen. And it's not like I was looking. No, you can see it as she's walking. Yeah, they were literally a Jesus freak school. Like, there was literally, like, don't get me wrong, I'm still really good friends with this youth pastor. Like, he's really chill and has been nothing but kind, and he's also metal as shit. But they had the youth pastor, Josh, from the local Baptist church, come in, and they did some really cool stuff. But, like, they would bring kids pizzas and stuff like that. But, like, there's nothing wrong with that. Like, they would definitely give out pizza to the kids who did not get food that day. Like, you would get a whole pizza to yourself. And yes, you could take it back to class and still munch on that shit. Because that was an exception. You got a whole pizza because you didn't have no food that day. You didn't have no money to pay for your lunch. Anyways, the only thing is, during lunch, they also gave you, with that pizza, a little pamphlet to join them for a Bible study during lunch. Like, they would go out, hand pizzas that had the pamphlets in them, and it wasn't no personal pan, no, you would get like a large pizza. Like, they would actually go full on, like, charity with this shit. Like, that's why I have such good respect for him, because he would pay out of pocket. It wasn't the church's money, it was his money he was spending to feed these kids. And that's the genuine good person. No ill will towards Josh, still to this day. But the thing is, like, they would allow, the pastor to come in, and they would allow them to preach and do Bible study. They would allow the stuff that was like, see you at the bowl. But no other religion was allowed. Like, there were some Muslim women who weren't allowed to wear their hijabs because it, quote, promoted terrorism. There were Buddhist kids who couldn't wear the actual, like, original swastika. Like, I knew a couple Buddhist kids who couldn't wear a swastika because to them, it didn't fucking mean Nazi. It meant whatever the fuck demonism is. Like, to them, any other religion that's not, like, Christianity or Jewish, you could get away with being Jewish. But any other religion, Muslim, Buddhist, Hindu, fucking Wiccan, Satanist, regular old pagan, it didn't fucking matter. To them, everything else was either Satanism or whatever the fuck demonism was. So, the thing, and not to mention, like, I gotta put this in, this was a public school. This was not a Christian school. This was a public school in a very small town in Texas. So, like, this place was fucking, it was horrible. Like, any amount of education you could get from this school, automatically throw it out the window, because if you don't fall in line with their values, they're just gonna kick you out. You're not gonna get your education because they don't like you. Simple as that. Anyways, the point is, like, they would point out, like, several things that they could just throw that on, that label of whatever the fuck demonism is, so you had to take it off or put it in your shirt if you wanted to still wear it. So that way it wouldn't cause a distraction or offend anyone. So, come 10th grade year, I'm honestly getting fucking sick of it. I've had a whole school year of that shit. I did not have any problem wearing my fucking metal merch. Especially not my Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath merch. Hell, I couldn't even wear a Judas Priest shirt because it had Judas in the name. Yeah. So, in middle school, I had no problem. Hell, I even wore Slayer in middle school. There was no problem. No problem at all. I wore AC/DC, even though I'm not a huge fan of them anymore. like, it just kind of got old. I'll still hella jam out to some AC/DC, especially on some Guitar Hero. But, like, would I keep it on my playlist? Nah. But if I hear it on the radio, definitely gonna jam out to it. Anyways, yeah, I couldn't even wear an AC/DC shirt. No form of rock and roll or metal was allowed in this school. So, literally, if you were a fan of, like, pop music or country, you were fine. But if you were a fan of metal music, punk music, goth rock, alternative, or rap music, they would say it either promotes demonism or promotes terrorism or promotes drug use or promotes gang activity. Yeah, you couldn't wear a Snoop Dogg t-shirt in my school. You couldn't wear... The only thing maybe you could get away with, maybe, if you're lucky, for the most part, it was like a couple of shirts by like Eminem and Biggie. That was the only two. Like there's like there was like two people I ever saw get away with that. And they only wear those shirts maybe a few times. Because after a while, they did say something. But anyways, it's not like I was wearing stuff like this all the time in high school, except for maybe with, like, leprosy by death. But I literally told them, listen, this is literally all of my fucking clothes. And none of this promotes any of what you're saying. You could literally find out what I am saying is true if you would literally go on Google for 2 seconds. You'd find out that the lead singer of Slayer is Catholic. You would find out that Ozzy Osbourne, before he used to perform with Black Sabbath, used to go to an actual church every single time. A Catholic church, mind you. And go into confession. Yeah, some of our teachers work there as, some of our classmates work there as teachers now, which is actually pretty cool. Yeah, or gang violence. I forgot to mention that. Anyways. So, finally, after, just getting fed up with it, I started doing research into, laws that I could actually point out. Well, guess what? They didn't give a fuck about the law. They didn't give a fuck that, it was, even if it was a First Amendment right, freedom of religion, and freedom of religious oppression. So they didn't care. Mind you, I had no problem with any of my Christian friends at the time. There was no beef. Like, literally, I am still good friends with one of those guys, and they even defended me against this bitch. Because they listen to the music too. As a fucking Southern Baptist. So here's the thing. Later on, after I start actually dressing up with gothic attire, I start wearing, like, my best friend who had passed away in a car crash in 9th grade, he had a certain necklace that he made out of coyote bone. Just for us to fucking wear on stage whenever we performed with our band. It looked like a rosary, but it was an inverted cross made out of fucking coyote bones. Edgy, I know. But anyways, I wore that shit every fucking day since the day he fucking died. And unfortunately, I fucking lost that. But she always told me I had to take it off. Because it's promoting Satanism or demonism. And I tried to kick back and I said, it's my First Amendment right. So eventually, after constant harassment, we're dealing with fucking, dress code crap. They're threatening to expel me. And I literally go off. I said, listen here, you stupid fucking cunt. It doesn't fucking matter what you say. This is the fucking law. You are a public funded school. There is nothing that you can do. And if you do anything, I will fucking sue. And I did. And I ended up winning. The school dress code is now changed. Mind you, I didn't get much fucking money out of it after, lawyer fees and all that. But anyways, like, a lot of I've told a lot of people that, I didn't really sue, but I technically did, but I didn't, it was more in, like, small claims, so it wasn't, like, that big of a fucking thing, but anyways, back to the fucking story. Like, I go off on Dr. Golddigger because she's just constantly coming from the high school to this other building that's down the road but still on school property. So she literally drives her fucking Karen ass from the high school all the way over to this separate building. It's not like it's not the fucking place for a whole bunch of bad kids. There's a lot of fucking smart kids who are just blazing through their classes too that, are technically held back by being in regular classes. Like, they're smart enough to just be like, all right, this, and this. So I was in that fucking class to blaze through it. There are some kids who are there to be court-ordered to, basically essentially finish up school. That way they can, have a diploma, or removed from regular school population. So there were a few kids in there like that, but that wasn't the majority. A lot of us were just like either A, smart as hell, or some of them were actually falling a little bit behind, trying to catch up, and then they're gonna blaze through the rest of them as well. Anyways, so she drives her Karen ass literally like 2 miles down the road to this separate building. Because the elementary, the intermediate, the junior high, and the high school, they're all connected on, like, I would have to say, like, maybe 50 to 80 acres of land. Like, they have a fucking massive, like, plot of land for, like, all the schools. Anyways, I'm sorry, my brain had to basically shit on itself. But so she would drive from the high school all the way over to this fucking separate building just to give me shit about wearing an inverted cross, maybe doing gothic artwork, literally reading Edgar Allan Poe, because apparently Edgar Allan Poe was an occultist and promoted demonism in his work because of the Raven. Anyways, so they're threatening to expel me, and I'm getting fucking fed up. I go off on her. I use the fucking C word. I use every fucking name in the fucking book. I call her a fucking gold digger. Like, I threaten to sue. Everything. Like, I'm just going off. Because I am just done. I am sick and pissed off. I'm grieving from the death of one of my very best friends that grew up down the road from me. Literally 4 houses down from my childhood home. Yeah. That's why I wore his fucking necklace. I never took that shit off. Even when sleeping, I never took that shit off. Ever. Like, hell, I would even shower with that shit on. Like, it was, like I wore that shit religiously. So, like, I ended up being, like, sent home a lot. Mind you, I am not being a distraction to anyone Because we're in fucking cubicles. We're using our own fucking computers. Doing work with headphones on. And we have a certain amount of work we have to actually do throughout the day. And if you finish that, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You can take breaks. Hell, you can eat a snack. You can take a quick fucking hour nap. You just gotta ask the teacher to wake you up. That's the only requirement. Like, it was that fucking lax. Like, so she would drive her Karen ass all the way, every day, just out of nowhere, show up. And where does she go? Right to my stall. And if I'm drawing or something like that, she'll be looking at me like, that exact look. Exact pose and everything. On me, though, like, that's what some people... Wait, who did? Was it Mr. G? Are you talking... Who... Yeah, exactly, like... Okay, I get what you're trying to say. Yeah, like, Nicole tried to fucking say that I abused her. I'm sorry, she who must not be named. I'm not supposed to speak that because the name is just like Voldemort. Anyways. So, Dr. Golddigger is literally just coming from the high school every day to talk shit and give me grief about how I'm dressing, about my shirt, even though it's not bothering nobody. I had people in the class actually say something and face consequences because they said something to stick up for me. Because what they're doing is fucking illegal, and not to mention they're just misinformed as hell. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. So they actually end up expelling me about, I would say, it was halfway into my junior year. Because I technically had already blazed through my 10th grade year. I had taken the fucking end of year exams, blazed through those, got past those with flying colors, moved on to the next grade. So I was in 11th grade. It's now another year. Like, oh, Edgar Allan Poe abused his wife. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I know he had I'm not sure if it was him. No, he did. He did, if I'm correct. Edgar Allan Poe actually had is either a dog or a cat that, its name was a racial slur that I am not saying. I think it was Edgar Allan Poe. I think he had one, if I'm being honest. Anyways, the point is, like, it's now another fucking school year. Like, literally, I come back after I've already completed 10th grade. Every single time that you complete a grade, you get, like, a 2 to 3 month break. But since it was already summertime, I had gotten that 2-month break along with my summer break. And it's now, like, I think it's around September. And she starts doing the same shit over again. And over again. And over and over and over and over again. and it fucking sucks. I'm getting pissed off, I'm getting fed up with it, I'm literally showing her the fucking law on the PC, and it just doesn't mean anything. Because to her, the school dress code trumps the law. Like, how? I have no idea, but in her eyes, the school rules were the law and you had to follow them. It doesn't matter what the fucking Supreme Court said or some judge. They don't fucking matter. There's nothing that you could do. Even though she ended up fucking punching a student. Her name was Zelda? Oh. Gotcha. So I'm guessing I'm thinking of Mark Twain. I know he did. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. Oh, his wife? His wife's name was Zelda? What? I didn't know that. That's probably like the most common thing known about his wife, but technically, like the only thing I really focused on when I was doing my research on Edgar Allan Poe is like where he started, like where he got his inspiration. Like I know he definitely dealt with a lot of mental illness. I just didn't know that about Edgar Allan Poe. Anyways, so it's after summer break. It's technically a new school year for like everyone else in the whole campus. So I go back, I'm just working, and then after a little while I start drawing a fucking ram head because I'm bored. It's not a skull, it's an actual ram head, but I put corpse paint on it. So she comes in while I'm drawing this, and of course I'm like, she's just giving me, I know she's giving me the stare, and so I'm ignoring her, and I'm just drawing, and then finally she taps me on my shoulder like that, like I can feel her just going, like jabbing her finger into my shoulder, and I was like, and I just kept on drawing. I was like, can I help you? She's like, why aren't you doing your work? I'm already finished. Like, technically, you could finish up, like, half your work, and then literally, like, take, like, 2-3 hours as a break, and do whatever. If you did that much. Mind you, that's a lot of work. So I blazed through this so I could listen to, and not to mention, you could listen to music while you're fucking doing your classes. So, like, it was all just text on a screen. So I literally had fucking metal music playing in my fucking, in my headset. And she would also give me shit about that. Because, quote, you can't be listening to that kind of music because it promotes hateful ideologies. It promotes murder, violence. It promotes Satanism. Even though I was listening to Shot in the Dark by Ozzy Osbourne when she came up to me while I was drawing fucking Ramhead. So apparently that promotes murder, violence. I don't know. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Anyways, but Dr. Golddigger is just continuing the same thing. It's a new school year, just another whole line of harassment. They pull me aside again. They threaten to expel me again. The same thing happens, and I finally said, you know what, bitch? I'll take my cross off if you go in your office and take the 5 crosses off of your wall and the 6 crosses on your bookshelf. I'll take mine off if you do that, because according to the Supreme Court, all religions should be represented or none. So if I'm not allowed to wear this, none of the kids at my school should be allowed to wear their cross, Or none of the teachers should be allowed to have crosses in their classroom, and the same thing with you in your office. Mind you, I have no beef with any of my Christian friends. As a matter of fact, a lot of them said, yeah, that's the law. That's to make it fair for everyone. Because our founding fathers wanted to fucking have this fucking country free from religious persecution. Anyways, so finally, it just gets to a point where they're like, your parents are picking you up, you're being expelled for promoting hateful ideologies, violence, gang activity, and Satanism. So I'm fucking fed up. I'm like, alright, I'll see your fucking bitch ass in court, Miss fucking Gold Digger. And mind you, my friend, one of my very best friends, he was in that same class. His name was Dylan. He came up with that fucking name, Dr. Gold Digger. That's why I'm using it. So people will know slightly who I'm talking about that grew up in the same area that I did, because I'm still in contact with a good amount of people. But anyways, after a while, I contact the ACLU, the Freedom From Religion Foundation, and the Satanic Temple, because this was back during their edgy days, when the Satanic Temple was like trying to put up the Baphomet statue. Yeah. So, like, I contacted them. The ACLU threatened to sue the school. The Freedom From Religion Foundation threatened to sue the school. The Satanic Temple threatened to sue the school. And then I showed up with a lawsuit. So I had 3 representatives from each organization showing up at small claims. So I had like it wasn't like real legal representation, but it was still a form of legal representation, if you will. Anyways, so I had one from each chapter in fucking Texas show up and small claims. Like, you could even find, like, if I can find the article, like, I would post it in my Discord, if you guys are interested in seeing it, or I'll just send you the link if I can find it. But anyways, the Freedom From Religion Foundation actually, like, threatened to sue the school based on the dress code alone. So after my lawsuit, they actually like threatened them again to continue the lawsuit based on the dress code violating the separation between church and state in the First Amendment. Yeah, she even kept Torvey from almost kept Torvey from graduating. She stopped me from graduating because I wasn't one of her favorites. She stopped a lot of people from graduating in that school. And I'm talking a lot of people. Like, I would say, like, either, like, 25% dropped out, and then another, like, 15 to 20% were expelled around high school. Like, that's how bad people were leaving this fucking school. So, and, like, there were parents taking their kids an hour and 45 minutes away sometimes, even to like I think it was one of my friends ended up going to College Station, the other one ended up going to Navasota, one ended up going to Crockett, the other one, my heart goes out to him because he went to a worse one. He went to the North Zulch High School after it was built. But anyways, like, they basically were spread out throughout this entire area, if you will. But this one bitch basically ruined education for a ton of people, including myself. Either because she didn't like them, she didn't like the way they dressed, she didn't like the way they acted, or she just didn't like them because she didn't like them. Or she didn't like them because you'd point out when she's wrong. Like, there have been lawsuits against this bitch since mine. Like, there have been, I think, about 7 or 8. And yet she's still allowed to teach. She was still allowed to get her doctorate. Like, while still getting sued. Mind you, from what I've heard from several people, I did not witness this because this was after I got expelled, but she got caught sucking off the superintendent in the school parking lot by students during fucking lunchtime. The only reason why she got caught is some fucking kids were outside smoking weed. Yeah. Also, like, in my school, if you were 18, you could have cigarettes. You could have dip. You could dip during class. Like, this is how much of a country bumpkin ass school. That's the only way to fucking put it. Like, back of the woods, hillbilly, bullshit ass, fake ass public school. Like, it was horrible. So, like, after my lawsuit, she ends up literally punching a student, a female student, in the face. Like, straight up decking the bitch. Because she's over talking to her friend who moved to a different school because of this bitch. Because Miss Golden didn't like her. She was one of the ones that she didn't like. And she was over on the other side on the opposing team. And she literally just went up to her, started an argument, and because she would not go back to the home side, because she was talking with her friend and visiting with her family, she straight up decked her. Her mom went off. She just straight up grabbed Miss fucking Gold Digger by her hair. Like, she was punching on her. Like, she was beating the fucking shit out of her. And she deserved it. Because somebody had to teach this bitch a lesson. And thank the fucking gods, it was another woman that taught her a fucking lesson. Like, Dr. Gold Digger came out with a black eye and a few missing teeth. Now she has to wear fucking dentures that have, like, false teeth in them. Or, like, a retainer, or whatever the fuck you call it. Anyways. So, she's no longer in the school district. Finally, after, like, I'd have to say compiling about, like all the, like all those lawsuits. Like I said, they're about, I think it's like 7 or 8, maybe 9. I don't know. I didn't really fully keep track of it. Anyways. Honestly. Like, there was a lot of crap that... Still a lot of stuff going on at this school. There's still a lot going on. Now they're trying to use, from what I heard, one of my friends, his younger cousin, he was wearing a pentacle. He's a Wiccan. And now they're trying to say that Wicca promotes neo-Nazi values because it's based on Celtic and Norse paganism. They're gonna start piling up lawsuits again. Like, it's fucking crazy. But yet they'll let a fucking goddamn Buddhist wear a swastika and not say, oh, that's promoting, fucking, Nazism. Like, for some fucking reason. Like, the school is, like, that I grew up in is just absolutely rancid and a pathetic excuse for an education. Unfortunately, because of that, I am now barred from going to college. That's why I have spent 10 years teaching myself as an audio engineer. Anyways, after that, I definitely need to take a break, but that's the end of the story time. Hope you guys enjoyed that. But I'm sorry it was kind of all over the place. I'll try to get better with this as time goes on. But yeah, that was like a whole situation, and it's still a whole like shit show from what I hear about that school. Even in modern times, like people are just taking their kids out straight up at this point. Like they're instead of allowing the school to expel them, they're literally removing them and like moving them to different schools instead of allowing the school to continuously screw them over. Because like from what I hear, the new vice principal she's not as bad as Dr. Golddigger, but still pretty bad from what I'm hearing. But the principal, Mr. Brown, he is fucking cool. Like, everyone loved Mr. Brown. Everyone knew Mr. Brown was just always gonna joke around with you. He always wanted to make you smile. He always wanted to make you laugh. Hell, on April Fools, he followed the fat kids around with a tuba going dun 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 dun. I shit you not. It wasn't to make fun of them. It's literally he was copying Stewie from Family Guy. That's the only reason. And here's the thing. The fat kids he was doing it to, they were dying laughing. Because who would expect the fucking principal to come out of nowhere and follow your fat ass around playing the tuba? Like, that was fucking... It was April Fool's, so everyone got it. Like, everyone loved Mr. Brown, from what I heard. They still do. Everyone still thinks he's a really good principal, and he's done a lot of good, especially since, like, he took over. He did not agree with Dr. Golddigger's decision on getting me expelled. She went over his head, mind you, and actually went to the superintendent and got me expelled. Like, that's how she got a lot of kids, like, kicked out of school. She would have the superintendent do her dirty work. So, give me 1 second. I'm also going to go grab something to drink. Well, just a drink of something out of the fridge, probably. Actually, no, I only have tap water, so I'm going to go drink a cup of water, and I'll be right back. Because it is hot as balls in here, and I'll see you guys back in a bit. Alright, I'm back. I literally just turned it on, turned it all the way up, chugged that shit, put the glass down, and walked right back in here. Anyways. So, let me take a dab. Hope you guys actually enjoyed that story time. If you guys want more stuff like that, I'll do it. But, Torby, I do have a request to ask. Since you were offering to get some stuff, something for the studio, to have a little piece of you in it, could you get me a boom mic arm so I'm not using the shitty stand? They're like $20 on Amazon. Instead of like spending a whole bunch of money on a gaming headset, could you just get me a boom mic arm and a shock mic stand? Like, I'll show you which ones I need. Because right now, I don't know if I'm gonna get a second interview at that job. I'm gonna text her, be like, hey, actually, you know what? I'll save it. I'll save that and I'll call them after I get done streaming, because I'm probably gonna be done around maybe 3-4 o'clock anyways, and I think that would be a good time to actually like continue on like getting it, like trying to find out some stuff. Just answering a couple people on Snapchat real quick. Fucking hell. I've been actually like saving that story time for a minute. I'm definitely going to make a make an edit out of this, and probably like I'll probably put this on shorts, like, from the stream, as I know, like, some people recommended, like, me taking, like, clips from my streams and putting it on shorts to promote it a little bit better. So, I can start doing that. I don't know. Did, like, the stream die for, like, a second or something? As I was just... Oh, you walked out of the room, okay. Nothing, I was just answering some people on Snapchat and then kind of talking, really. That's just really it. Nothing major. But, yeah. Like I said, I've been saving that story time for a good minute. And after a while, I'll probably edit some of that later tonight. And then actually upload it to the shorts. That'll That'll be pretty good, I think, after I learn how to fucking use the shorts algorithm a little bit more. Right now, I'm just testing it with memes. And I know I could probably put something from Family Guy on there and get thousands of views, but I don't give a shit. Besides, it's gonna get copyrighted anyways. Alright. Alright, well, cheers everyone. Needs more eat. All right. Well, it's honestly starting to get hot as fuck in here, not just from the fucking weed, but just in general. Yep, it's 89 out. It's almost 90 degrees. '88 feels like 94. Go fuck yourself. Fuck you, man. That's some bullshit, bro. I hope it rains. Because it's been raining on and off when it's just saying it's partly cloudy. Oh, wow. There's like a 0% chance of rain all day. This sucks. This honestly sucks. Because here's the thing. Like, if I end off the stream because it's getting hot, like, I'm not gonna be in the studio at all. Like, I'm probably gonna go back inside the house where it's cooler. Because I have my AC going. And a fan. And it's still hot in here. Turn that up. See if that will help. Because that is low-key ridiculous. That's like cool air. That's not even like cold air. It's like a cool breeze. Alright, where's my controller? At least want to play a couple rounds of Killer Instinct. Where's my controller? It should... Oh. I was gonna say... It should be on top of my subwoofer. It fell behind it. Are you smiling at like that? You. That's who. That's who I'm smiling at like that. You. Got a problem with it? Fight me. Fight me. What did you say? Oh, I legitimately didn't see what you said, so... Motherfucker, I'm trying to make the window bigger! Stop! Stop it. Get some help. There we go. Motherfucker! Oh, I'm probably not gonna go anywhere, hon. If you think that I'm gonna be, like, doing something anyway, or like calling someone or hanging out, the only thing I'm gonna do is get my hair trimmed today. And my beard. And not, like, get it cut. No, I'm having it shaved. So it's not, like, bushy. It looks more shaped and more refined. Because right now, I don't have you here to braid it. That's because I have my phone on Do Not Disturb. Oh! Fucking Nate. Who else? You want to see what he sent me? I'll forward it to you if you want me to. Also this. And that's from Japanese wrestling. fucking love Japanese wrestling. That shit is fucking insane. Wait, why am I lagging? Yeah, I'm lagging. Why? What's going on? I think I figured out the issue. Nope. Let me exit out. Why is it not recognizing that there's more GPU for it to consume? And now it's frozen on stream. Oh, for fuck's sake. My entire shit's frozen. Why? OBS in general is fucking stuck. What the fuck, man? You fucking bitch. Bruh. It won't even let me switch over. That's how hot it is, bro. It's overheating my PC, I think. Hold on, let me restart OBS. Hey. Hello. Hey guys, hold on 1 second. See if I can get my camera to work. I'm just being a bitch right now. Hold on. Hey! Didn't show anything on my end. Like, at all. Like, my entire screen was frozen. So, let me try restarting this. It might just be that hot inside the studio that it's just overheating the PC, and there's nothing I can do. Oh yeah, there's some serious lag. Not too hot. Yeah, I'm feeling out the back fans. Not too hot. Why is it lagging? Okay, now it's catching back up. I'll have to deal with some lag then. Fuck it. great. Hopefully after the game's running a little bit, it will cut out with the lag. Like, you guys can see it's lagging pretty fucking bad. I have no idea why it's running like this. Bruh, that literally went right through her. See what I mentioned about the CPU cheating? Oh, that took so much health. Yeah, getting a lot of fucking lag. It is bad right now. So unfortunately, I can't play Killer Instinct. That's just how that's going to work. It is unfortunately too hot inside the studio to really play something that's that heavy. I would say let's try Minecraft, but pointing at the sign. My roommate was like, hey, ready to go whenever you are. I'm like, bro, the sign! I put it on the door! It is almost 3. Damn it, I do need to go get my hair cut. So, yeah, I'm probably gonna end off the stream early. I was trying to get Minecraft to boot up and everything, but I'm like, no, because literally it's 20 minutes till my appointment. Fuck. Like, I do need to get that done. So, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to end off the stream early. 1, due to the heat inside the studio. 2, due to the PC's performance, because I don't want to chance, my hardware, going to shit. And 3, because I need to get my hair done and my beard trimmed. So, anyways, guys, I will see you guys later tonight around, I would say 10:30. Let's make it 10:30 Central Standard Time, 11:30 Eastern Time, and I'm trying to think what it is for Western Time. I think it's like 8:30, 9:30. Don't quote me on that. But anyways, I will see you guys later. Stay high. Stay metal, motherfuckers. Stay safe. I'll see you guys later.